told a friend today that I don't really tolerate abuse. You know, people will come up to me and they'll try to abuse me, but I don't really tolerate it, you know? People will call me fat. There's an 8-year-old in my life that calls me fat. Now that could break a man down, reduce him to tears. This 8-year-old wants to start a fight with me, and that's fine. Wants to abuse me, but I just look the 8-year-old in the eye and say, you can't abuse me. You may try to abuse me by calling me fat, but I don't feel abused. You may try to traumatize me by making me self-conscious of my own self-image. I don't say that to the 8-year-old, but I mean, I can hardly talk that myself, but I'm not going to be traumatized by an 8-year-old. And I'm not going to be traumatized by the 8-year-old in you. Yeah, I know you went to college. I know you have a PhD in psychotherapy. I know you're gunning for me. Coming for me. Like Mad Max in the Outback. I can't be abused. I won't be traumatized. So you can come at me, tell me I'm fat. I'm okay. You know, yeah, I picked up a few pounds because of the scam. Demic. Maybe more than a few pounds, but I've got control. I got control. I've been doing my push-ups. They're not full push-ups. There's 50 of them. I do them almost every day. They're more like what a crunch would be if they were sit-ups. They're like... And I realize that that's working the upper body and not necessarily where the pounds hang out along the midriff. But don't even try to break me down. Okay? You need my consent for that. Mister. I don't care how old you are. A lot of people be abusing. And they'll say, you know, it's just my 8-year-old son who's, you know, got this temper. And he's abusive. And listen, don't take it personally. He's a good guy. He's a good kid. Good kid. Ma'am, your son is out of control. Now, I may be an adult. I may be able to hold it together at least on the inside. Or on the outside, really. On the inside, it's taken a lot for me to deal with the taunting of your 8-year-old son, okay? But I can't be abused. That's where I draw the line. Like, I gotta manage the sticks and the stones so they don't break my bones. Now, if you're watching me, you've probably been abused. It's only abused people tend to resonate with all of my wounds. I am a foremost practitioner of what I call trauma spirituality. Now, trauma spirituality is when the individual looks at all of reality through the filter of trauma, through the filter of wound, through the filter of abuse, and they can't stop. It's their spirituality. So they're always a victim. They're always, in some way, an 8-year-old inside being told by another 8-year-old that they're fat. And they can't handle it. But instead of, like, becoming immune, they develop a spirituality around it. Yeah, it's pretty... Ooh. I don't know the word for it, actually. But man, I'm not one to tell people how to raise their children, but you need to rein your 8-year-old son in. Because I am working overtime to get this weight issue under control. I am working overtime to keep my self-image from crumbling and my self-esteem from deteriorating. I'm working round the clock to deal with these pounds. And I just got these pounds because of the pandemic. If you know what I mean. You shouldn't be letting your kid run loose like that. I mean, how many people has he insulted today by calling them fat? Well, he's just an 8-year-old. I know that, man. And listen, this is just Target. What is he doing when you go to Walmart? Kroger. Is he running up to people and calling them fat? Because he is destroying people's lives. I'm not kidding. It's funny to say. I must admit, I kind of feel like cracking up. But the power of an 8-year-old kid telling the unadulterated truth to fat people? Listen, I wasn't even fat before 2020. Now I'm not fat. I won't fat shame myself just because your son is running wild in a grocery store. Did you ever think that maybe my son was doing you some good? Then you perhaps could listen to him and maybe change? Wow. Did you just fat shame me? Were you even talking to me? Was that aimed at me? You just said, what you just did there. I know what I just did. Oh no, you don't know. No, you don't know what you just did right there. Instead of taking responsibility for your son's erratic, unpredictable, disrespectful behavior, you just gaslighted me. You're like, why don't you think about your own behavior? No, ma'am. No, ma'am, I'm sorry. I know we just met and I came on to you because I think you're hot. And then we struck up a conversation. And then your son comes up to me after he's done playing. Like this is his playground or something. He's over there playing. And he comes up and say, hey, sir, you're fat. Boom! Like that just sunk my battleship. And I need you to take responsibility for your son's behavior. I'm not going to take responsibility for his behavior. That's his behavior. What? No, I'm not going to do that. But you're supposed to raise him properly. You shouldn't be going up to strangers and saying that they're fat. But you're fat, and you need to see that. Okay, I'm crossing my eyes right now. I'm cross-eyed right now. That's so insane. You just called me fat. You just fat shamed me. You fat shamed me. I was actually going to ask you out on a date. And you fat shamed me? In Target? We've known each other for 5 minutes. First, your 8-year-old son fat shames me. And now you do. Yeah, well, you need to get that under control. How am I going to go out on a date with you if you're fat? Oh my God. No, don't be like that. Just answer the question. Yeah, well, I'm not sure that I want to go out with you if you're going to fat shame me. Am I really fat shaming you? Or am I just telling you that you're fat? And that I don't want to go out with you if you're fat? Because if you're fat now, How fat are you going to be 5 years from now, 10 years from now? And I'm not just looking for a one-night stand. I'm looking for a man who's in shape. Because if you're this way now, I don't know how you're going to be in the future. And why would I want to invest in a man who's going to be a slob? I think I'm going to have a heart attack. Well, you might if you're fat. Oh, God. So you're not going to take any responsibility for hurting my feelings, for your son hurting my feelings. No. You need to see that you're fat. I'm not even that fat, okay? I'm not that fat. Like, I picked up probably 25, 30 pounds, and most of it's muscle. No, most of that is actually not muscle. You got a Michelin tire around your waist. I think I'm gonna break. And you're too sensitive for me, too. I'm too sensitive for you? Yeah. Like, I can't even tell you the truth. You're freaking out. And how I'm gonna be with a man who freaks out just because he's told the truth. I mean, you can't take it from an 8-year-old. And you keep making these faces every time I speak. Yeah. I feel like you're using your 8-year-old like an attack dog. No. And I could be offended by that, but I'm not offended by that. It's just your opinion. I'm not going to get offended by your opinion. Yeah, but whether I'm fat or not, that's like hardly an opinion. That's right. That's right. Bingo. It's kind of a statement of fact. Oh my God. But you want to know something? I have enjoyed this conversation with you. Because it's real. We're keeping it real here. We're living in an insane world right now. It's hard to have real conversations. You walk up to people and they're fucking wearing masks. You can't even see them. You can't hardly even see if they smile. You gotta watch the slits of their eyes. I hear the tone of the voice. That's insane. So at least here you and I are not even wearing masks, having a real conversation. So thank you for that. Well, it's real. But your 8-year-old is slaughtering me and you're slaughtering me. Well, I'm sorry, but we gotta keep it real here. Keep it real? Yeah. How is insulting me keeping it real? Well, I'm gonna keep it real right now. You're hitting on me. You want to go out on a date with me. Now, it's up to me how I respond. I don't date fat guys, because I can tell if they're fat, they're not taking care of their mind. How am I not taking care of my mind? How does that compute? Because your mind is not in the right shape to know that your body should be in the right shape. What? So that means that you're not taking care of your mind or your body. So why would I go out on a date with you? You're like totally dominating me right now. You and your kid. I'm just telling you the truth. You know? I'm nobody. I'm just a woman who doesn't even wear a mask in Target. And you're just a guy who's hitting on me, not wearing a mask in Target. I'm a single mom. I got an 8-year-old kid. I've been through all of it, you know? I've been through marriage, I've been through relationships. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I'm just gonna tell you the straight up truth. But how are you gonna get a guy? I mean, no guy is gonna want to hear all that. I'm not gonna say that to the right guy. Okay. Wow. Hit me over the head with a bike lock, why don't you? So you're saying I'm not the right guy? No, you're not. Okay, fine. How do I become the right guy? You don't ask me how you become the right guy. So, what? I want to take you out on a date. You want to take me out on a date after I just busted your balls? Why would I want to go out with a guy who wants to go out with me after I busted their balls? You're blowing my mind, lady. Now I really want to go out with you. Yeah, 'cause you're a glutton for pain. You like to feel abused. Did you not hear me when I said that I don't accept abuse? That's what you tell yourself. But evidently you want to go out on a date with a woman who just busted your balls. Sounds like you got an appetite for abuse. Besides, I'm going to bring my 8-year-old with me. You are not going to bring your 8-year-old with you. If I were on a date with you, I'd bring my 8-year-old. It's not going to matter. Why would you go on a date with me if you were going to bring your 8-year-old? We can't even have an adult conversation. That's why I would bring my 8-year-old, because we're not going to have an adult conversation for a sitter. That would be a waste of my money. The relationship's not going to go anywhere. You're just going to buy me some free food. But if you buy me some free food, but I pay for a babysitter, it just balances out. Well, yeah, but you're still having a date. Yeah, with a fat guy. Okay. All right. Okay, fine. If I weren't fat, would you go out on with me? Maybe. But you shouldn't go and get slim just because of me. You should do it because of you. See, the problem is, you're just too codependent. I'm codependent. Yeah, you're the codependent type. How do you even know that? How do you know that I am a codependent type? Because you're just way too reactive to everything that I'm saying. You're like getting all caught up. Your panties are in a wad. What? My panties are in a wad? Yeah, just like that. You say that you don't want to be abused, and you don't tolerate abuse, but here you are. You're attracted to me. You can't pull yourself away, and everything I say triggers you. You're not triggering me. I'm not triggered. I am not triggered. Like I said already, that I don't tolerate being abused. Yeah, you do. I do not tolerate being abused. Then why are you having this conversation? Well, because you're not abusing me. I'm not. I thought that you said I called you fat, and that my 8-year-old kid called you fat, and that he shouldn't do that, and I shouldn't do that. Yeah. Well, isn't that kind of abusive? See what I mean? You don't know how to answer that one. Are you like a teacher or something? Because you were running circles around me. Yeah, I am running circles around you. I'm not a teacher, I'm just a regular person, but I know what I know. I've been around the block. I've seen it 1,000 times. But do you see yourself then? Because you see me. You see me, and I mean, even if we couldn't even go out on a date, I'd be like, let's just go out as friends. I'll buy you dinner because you're amazing, and you've taught me a lot. I'll think about it, but I'm not trying to run circles around you, and I wish that I didn't have to. But I'm just sharing with you what I've learned. How I've learned it the hard way. I'm not trying to be a bitch. Wow. It's just a word. Yeah, it's a really tough word. It's a hostile word. No, it's not. Just like me calling you fat, it's not hostile. Don't call me fat. Don't call me fat. I'm not fat. gained 20, 30 pounds because of this pandemic. Don't call me fat. Don't react. Thought you couldn't be abused. Alright, where's your 8-year-old kid? I'm gonna talk some sense into him. No, you're not gonna talk some sense to him. He already knows. What does he know? What does he absolutely know? He can see your insecurity too. That's the beauty of kids. Kids can see the insecurity. You know, they come right up to you and just drop a truth bomb on your foot. And then they run away and they're laughing. They're playing. And we're here like shattered, picking up the pieces. He does that to me too. So you haven't disciplined him. No, why would I discipline that out of him? You know, I'm gonna enjoy it as long as I can until society disciplines it out of him. And so he learns how to suppress the truth inside and not tell people what they need to hear. He just came up to you and told you you're fat. You need to hear that. Why can't I just be fat? What's the problem being fat? Listen, if there weren't a problem with it, you wouldn't feel so insecure. There's a problem with it because you are insecure about it. Yeah, I am insecure about it. Because I used to be in a lot better shape and I know what that's like and I'm judging myself. Exactly, and that's why you hate it when an 8-year-old does that too. You're like, ah! You know what I mean? Yeah, I do know what you mean. I've been meaning to eat spinach salads with chicken, you know? And just like eat those every day and exercise every day. And, well, don't tell me about it, do it. Yeah, I'm just feeling lazy. That's what I mean. What do you mean? Well, that's what I was talking about with your mind not being in the good shape. That's what it is. If your mind is not in a good shape, then you're gonna be lazy. That's just the way that it is. Have you been lazy? Are you lazy? No, that's not my vice. I just have a problem trusting men. Wow, you're honest. I'm trying. See, my problem is that I can see how emasculated men are. I can see it instantly. And I can't trust them because I know that they're not really in their power. They don't know what they're doing. How can I trust that? How can I feel relaxed around a guy who's not clear about what he's doing with his life? Doesn't know. He's just gonna be a mess, and then I'm gonna be a mess with him. Because I need to feel that a guy knows what he's doing with himself. Yeah. I don't know what I'm doing with myself. Yeah, my 8-year-old could have told you that. Ouch. But how are you gonna find a man if you are like sinking those battleships all the time? I mean, you just sunk like 14 different battleships of mine. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Because, you know, say a guy comes by and he's really knows what's up and has his shit together. He may not be attracted to me because I'm too defensive, or I'm just looking for faults, or just tuned into how he's weak. And I might not be able to give that up. And so I'll never be able to trust. Wow, this is the deepest conversation I've ever had in Target. So I'm fat, You can't trust men. I want to. But I've been hurt too many times. Too hurt. I mean, I feel like people just need to. They need to just hear the truth, even if it hurts their feelings. But the thing is, I already know that I'm bad. I don't need you to tell me that. I don't need your 8-year-old to tell me that. I already know. Yeah, I know. I know you already know, but you don't know that I know. Well, I'm not thinking about that until you say something. I don't think that you're necessarily paying attention to that. Right? And I'm telling you that I am paying attention to that, and I see all the stuff that you're doing there, the games that you're playing with yourself. Ouch. It's my duty, it's my job to know. Your duty and job is to know what games I am playing with myself? Yeah. All guys. Because if they're playing games with themselves, they're going to play games with me. They don't know they're playing games with themselves, so they're definitely not going to know they're playing games with me. That just seems like you're totally hopeless. That's nihilism, you know? That's depressing. That's really depressing. Don't you just get depressed with that? How do you get out of bed thinking that every guy is playing games and you'll never be able to trust any guy in the world? I don't know. I have a hard time getting out of bed sometimes. Well, yeah, you don't have a guy there with you. What? Well, yeah, if I had a guy there with me, I'd actually not want to get out of bed. I was saying that if you had a guy there in bed, you'd want to get out of bed because you're so happy, but it doesn't make any sense. I guess you'd want to stay in your bed because you'd really like being with a guy. I could be that guy. We would have a long way to go. You gotta stop playing games with yourself. And I have to trust that you're not gonna play games with me because you're done playing games with yourself. You gotta lose that weight. What is it with the weight? I told you. It tells me who you are. If you're gonna go to pot and be a slob, you can't show up with power and integrity and dignity. I can't trust you. I can't trust your word. Look what you're doing to yourself. I don't know how to explain this, but the more that you tell me the truth, the more I'm turned on to you. But that truth hurts. I know it hurts. See, we're flipped. You're like totally wanting me, and I'm totally penetrating you with my clarity, my truth. I'm breaking it down for you, but that's really what you should be, yourself. And I should be the one who's longing after that power and truth and presence and clarity. But we're reversed. We're reversed. Wow. How do you know all this stuff? That is so incredible. I could just feel it. When you came up to me, I felt it, and my son felt it, and my son said something to you right off the bat. And my son just knows, hey, this guy's gonna hit on mommy, because guys hit on me. I don't know, maybe it's because I'm not wearing a mask, and they can just see my face, and maybe it's the only one that they can see, and so they're attracted to it, but yeah. I don't know, maybe that's what it is. Well, how do we reverse this reverse thing that you're talking about? How do I don't know how to describe it. How do we do it? How do we do it? You have to be the man, and I have to be the woman. Now I'm the man, and you're the woman. See what I mean? That's what I mean. You get triggered. I do not get triggered. You get activated. You react. You need to get to the point where you're not reacting like this. I've got to feel your backbone. I got to feel that you are strong. And then I can start to rely upon that. But right now, you're all over the place. See, when you do that eyes thing, you're all over the place. I'm not all over the place. You are. And that's why you're fat. Ow. You're just saying this to trigger me. You're just saying this to prove your point. Pretty much. It's working. I'm seeing what you're made of. Well, evidently I'm made of fat. Yeah, that's part of it. All right. What's your phone number? I'm gonna get your phone number. I'm gonna lose this weight. I'm gonna take I think it's probably about 25 pounds extra. Maybe 25 pounds. Now I'm gonna lose it. When I lose it, I'm gonna call you up. Hey, yo, I lost the 20. Let's go. That would be great. So you'll answer the phone? I might answer the phone. Yo, you're gonna answer the phone. You answer the phone when I call. That's better. What do you mean that's better? That's better. I like that. You like what? Do it again. Do what? Tell me what you're gonna do. I'm gonna lose this 20 and I'm gonna call you and you better pick up. I like that. I might pick up. What? I like it. It's good. But you better lose that 20. I better know that you're taking care of your body. So you're gonna trust me if I lose that weight. Maybe. Maybe. That's not good enough. Don't do it for me. Do it for you. Okay. Where you want to go. And you're not bringing your kid with you. It's just a date between you and me. I'm not going to make any promises. I think you're a really nice guy, but I'm not going to make any promises. Bullshit. If I'm going to lose this 20 pounds, you're going to make a promise. I like it when you talk to me that way. I might make a promise. No, you're going to make the promise. Maybe. No, there's going to be no maybe. Alright? When I call you up, I'm going to be slim and trim and ready to go. I'm going to take you out. You're going to get a babysitter. If you've got financial difficulties, I'll pay for it. I'll pay for the babysitter. And we're going to enjoy ourselves. And it'll be the first time I eat a hamburger in months. Maybe. No, maybe. That's just the way it's going to be. I might be with somebody at that point. No. Absolutely not. You're not going to be with anybody at that point. You're going to be with me at that point. Okay, maybe. No. You just have to accept it as a maybe. No, you have to accept. You're going to wait. Because if I'm going to do this, you're going to wait. I'm going to wait. I'm a single mom. I have to take the best offer that comes my way. I can't just be waiting for guys. No. You're not just waiting for guys. You're waiting for me. You're waiting for this. Okay. I'll wait for that. You've got 3 months to lose that fat. That turns me off when you talk to me that way. Why? You're not going to tell me what to do. I'm telling you what I'm going to do, and I'm telling you what we're going to do, but you don't tell me what to do. Wow, that's sexist. No, it's not sexist. I'm the one who's leading. You're going to do it because I'm leading. Did you just become a different man right now? Did you just become like a new person? Because that was like a crazy switch. Like you're schizophrenic or something. You're bipolar or something crazy. I'm gonna pick you up in a few months and we're gonna go. Oh, wow. So you think that this little game that you play with men, where you psychoanalyze them and you tell them that they're fat, at some point that is going to have to end, you know. You're going to be single your whole life, and you've been doing that over and over with all these guys constantly, which is why you're a single mom. It's not about distrusting them. It's about distrusting yourself. You know, you're a really smart woman. And for a while there, you were running circles around me, but not really. I knew exactly what you were doing. You're pushing men away with your mind because you're afraid of being disappointed, being heartbroken. I get it. But it's time for that to stop. You're in your 40s. You're divorced. How many more times do you want to do this? To what? What am I doing? Have these kind of conversations at Target with your little 8-year-old running around insulting people? How long do you want to do that? You don't want to do that. You're doing that as a defense. You're afraid. Some guy comes up. If you were truly not available, truly not available, you wouldn't have even had this conversation with me, but there's something inside you that longs to be free. Like a bird escaping a cage. Something inside you longs to be free. So you play these games to test the guy. To see if he can be what you need him to be. See if he can help you feel your heart again. I get it. But you need to understand something. That's bullshit. Just as my freaking dramatics, my squirmy drama, that's bullshit. You called it out. The difference is, you thought you were playing a game on me, but I was playing a game on your game. You don't trust. And so what I'm asking you right now is whether you're able to give up that distrust. Because right now, that distrust is your lover, that distrust is your boyfriend, that distrust is your husband. That's what you go to bed with at night. Distrust. That's why you run circle around these men, these lesser men, these emasculated males. They don't know what to do with you. You send your attack dog to make them feel insecure. But that's your insecurity. You don't need to be testing all these strangers in Target. You don't need to do that. What you need to do is learn to trust. Okay. I'll see you in a few months.